In a few moments, soldiers from the 2nd Battalion, the Royal Anglian Regiment, will be heading off to Afghanistan. But ahead of their deployment, they had something of a morale boost with a visit to their barracks in Rutland by ex-boxer Rendall Munroe.
And as part of the build-up to Armed Forces Day, Rendall agreed to take part in a sparring session. As Phil Brewster reports, some soldiers were more than willing to trade punches with the former European and Commonwealth champion.
Not many people can go 3 rounds in the ring with Rendall Munroe and hold their own. But if anyone can, it's these troops from the 2nd Battalion Royal Anglian Regiment. Based at Cottesmore in Rutland, they're all members of the regiment's boxing squad. This week they got the chance to pit their skills against Rendall as he came along for a training session at the barracks. This autumn the regiment deploys to Afghanistan, so today's visit was a welcome distraction.
We're going on tour at the end of the year, and for some people looking forward to it, others maybe not looking forward to it, so things like this just helps take your mind off things, and it's really good for morale.
Known as the boxing bin man because of his previous day job, Rendall Munroe went on to become the European and Commonwealth super-bantamweight champion before retiring from the sport last year. But as well as an opportunity to show his support for the armed forces, today's visit was also a chance for the Leicester man to see what might have been.
As a young boy, I wanted to go into the army, do you know what I mean? But obviously the boxing took me another way. But to be invited here today to support them and show that, obviously as a local lad, I'm here, you know what I mean? So it's a brilliant experience for me, brilliant experience.
Boxing can become a little bit, the same, and to have somebody like him, a superstar in our eyes, come down to the gym is good for the blokes.
The 2nd Battalion Royal Anglians, whose nickname is the Poachers, are no mugs when it comes to the boxing ring. The regiment has a proud history as former army champions. And as a youth, the team's boxing coach, Sergeant Major Darren Farrell, has fought against former world featherweight champion Prince Nazim Hamid. So does he fancy stepping into the ring with Rendall?
I do fancy that, but I don't want to embarrass myself in front of my lads, so probably not.
It don't matter how big you are, how heavy you are, or what weight you are, you can't hit what you can't see at the end of the day. And I might overwhelm you in power and strength, but when it comes to speed, it'll be all over me like a rash.
Been floating around, talking a bit, you know what I mean? So I save a bit in there, let them tie themselves out, so I ain't got to do too much.
I'm going to say no one's going to touch you, are they?
You don't know, some people want to have a go, don't they? You know what I mean? They want to prove a point to everyone, don't they? So they're gonna have a go, ain't they?
There's no doubt the 2nd Battalion Royal Anglian Regiment will face much tougher challenges this year in Afghanistan. But at least they head off knowing they've got Rendall's backing. And perhaps 1 or 2 bruises as well. Phil Brewster, ITV News, Cottesmore in Rutland.
Yes, Phil not getting too involved with the latest